Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are looking at a truly remarkable blueprint called Profits from AI Captions. We're going to dive right into how one teenager turned something we literally see every single day into a legitimate source of income, and he did it with absolutely zero upfront cost. I want you to picture this for a second. Imagine making over $100 a day, without a laptop, without an office, and without ever even showing your face online. Sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, this is the story of how one teenager turned simple AI captions into a real, thriving online business. Let's start right at the beginning with part one, the endless scroll, Jake's routine. So Jake was 17 years old, living in a tiny apartment in Chicago with his mom. And his mornings, well, they pretty much all looked exactly the same. Wake up, scroll TikTok, watch Instagram Reels, basically just waste hours online. And every single day, he saw creators going totally viral. I mean, podcast clips, motivation videos, reaction content, pulling in millions of views. But meanwhile, Jake had zero money, absolutely no skills, and really no idea what to do with his life. He really wanted to start a business. But let's be real, every online business seemed incredibly expensive or just out of reach. Dropshipping? That needed money for ads. YouTube? You needed expensive cameras. Coding? It just looked way too complicated. So, feeling stuck, he just kept scrolling. Which brings us to part two, the epiphany, spotting the pattern. Until one night, something actually caught his attention. Jake noticed a massive pattern. Almost every single viral short-form video had animated captions. You know the ones, words popping on the screen, snappy zoom effects, little emoji subtitles. Those captions were exactly what kept people watching and hooked on the video. And that's when he had this massive realization. He thought, wait a minute, creators are way too busy actually making the content, which means someone else can help them edit it. That one simple shift in mindset, it changed absolutely everything for him. All right, moving right along to part three, the first client, learning the skill. The very next day, Jake went online and searched how to make AI captions on phone. He downloaded a bunch of free editing apps, watched YouTube tutorials for hours, and just practiced on random videos. Now, at first, his edits looked pretty terrible. We're talking wrong timing, bad animations, super messy subtitles. But he didn't quit. He kept improving every single night. And 1 week later, he edited a short video for his friend. The result? That video actually got way more views than usual. Suddenly, it hit Jake. Wow, this skill actually has real value. But here was the catch. Jake didn't have any followers. He didn't have a fancy website, so he had to get gritty. He started sending direct messages to small creators. His pitch was super simple. He just said, hey, I can edit AI captions for your videos. Free trial? Of course, most people completely ignored him. Some flat out said no. But then, one creator finally replied. Jake spent 5 whole hours editing that one video perfectly. Clean captions, smooth animations, super fast pacing. He put everything into it. And the creator absolutely loved it. Just 2 days later, that same creator sent another message. How much do you charge monthly? Jake literally just stared at his phone in shock. That was the exact moment this whole thing became a real business. From there, Jake started editing every single day after school. One client quickly became 3. 3 became 10. Soon enough, creators were paying him to edit podcast clips, TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, the whole shebang. And the crazy part about all of this? He was doing everything straight from his phone. No fancy office, no expensive high-tech setup, just pure consistency. Sure, some days he worked until 2 a.m., but every single payment motivated him even more. Fast forward 6 months, and Jake was making over $100 a day with AI caption editing. The exact same free apps he once used just for fun had become his entire business. That takes us to our final section, part 4, attention is currency, the real truth behind all of this. You know, his friends just thought success needed a bunch of luck. But Jake learned the real truth. Attention is the absolute new currency online, and people who actually know how to keep that attention, they're the ones who get paid. So listen, if you're sitting there right now thinking you need a ton of money, industry connections, or expensive equipment to even get started, you really don't. Sometimes just one simple skill can completely change your future. Stop scrolling through opportunities and start building one. So what simple skill could you start learning tonight, right on your phone? Think about it. Thanks so much.